everyone, and welcome to the Williams Today Show. I'm your host, William Prue with Real Estate One. You guys already know the drill. It's positive impact, one day at a time, and we are Crickety Coconut.
Cracking the code.
And of course, introduce yourself.
I'm Hannah Olachowski, William Prue's partner.
I'm Jessica Rivera.
Hi, Jessica. And so, a very special guest we have with us today. Her name's Jessica, obviously, she just said that. But really excited to have her today because I know I met her just briefly a few weeks back, but she told us, or told me, us, and all the voices in my head. She told me a very touching story. She kind of gave me a little bit of a brief history of what she's been through. And so I said, what a great opportunity to have my first actual guest, aside from my business partner, on to tell us a little bit of what's going on in the community. So
I work as a case manager for Counter Creek Life Solutions.
Okay.
And what I do there is I help our clients transition back into the community with the resources that they need. And
Right.
a lot of times our clients come to us and they need a place to stay. They're homeless. So in an effort to reduce that population, we really want to try to network with the community and make sure that, they find the resources they need.
Right. And that, oh my God, that is just so, you guys heard that? And so when I met her, like I said, it was very brief, and she said, hey, you're a real estate agent? I got something for you. As a real estate agent, I like to just tell everybody, hey, I sell houses, blah, blah. She's like, that's great. Guess what I got? I got a little story for you. And it just touched my heart. I know because of HIPAA, you can only say so much, but there's that one story that you told me that still hits me right here, and I feel like will touch the viewers watching as well. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. So we had one of our clients come to us who was homeless.
Yeah.
And, he's an older guy. He's in his 70s.
Right.
And the people that were taking care of him actually took advantage of him.
Yeah.
And he didn't like the things that they were doing, so he wanted, his personal information back.
Right.
And they didn't give it to him. And they ended up putting him out on the street, and he was in the winter, out there, didn't have nothing, nowhere to go, so he came to our facility. When he did that, I was able to really work with him and get all of his stuff back to him, all of his
Right.
benefits back to him. The simplest things
that is
for
just
him just make
awesome.
him just happy. I gave him a
Right.
pair of slippers the other day, and he thought it was the best thing
Right.
ever.
So sliced bread. He's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, it's so touching, and that, that's exactly why, guys, I had to have her on the show, because I know I have a network of people who, of course, being in real estate, we're connected with housing, so we have that opportunity to meet people on a daily basis who deal with housing. So it's on all of our vision boards, basically, to sum it up. But just the perfect opportunity to network and maybe get her story out there. I know a lot of people don't even think about this being an issue. Of course, we see homeless people all the time, but sometimes there's more to the story than just them, maybe not having a job, or they lost their job. There's, they had a disability check that they trusted somebody with,
Right.
and they turned around and they put them in a situation where, they're outside freezing, and they're too old to really do anything about it, and it's just really sad. It's sad to even think about, and I think this is a great opportunity. So, connecting. Like I said, positive impact. Together we stand stronger, of course, right?
Right.
And that's why I absolutely had to have you here. So now I want to get into a little bit about you.
Okay.
So
Thank you first for having me, because I really do appreciate the opportunity to share some of the experience
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
and what they are going through, because they do need more resources. And really, I'm just here to advocate for them, to try to get them what they need. As far as me, I had a rough upbringing, and I went through some things that, normal people not every day go through,
Yeah.
I was able to find my way back to school and get my education. I worked, law enforcement and criminal justice system for 10 years.
So she seems all sweet and innocent, but this lady was brawling out. She worked for, I don't know where it was. That doesn't really matter. But she worked as I don't know what I'm saying. A corrections officer, and I'm like, wow. So she seems all sweet and gentle when I first met her. I'm like, all right, so you can take me down in like 3 seconds if you really want to. We're not gonna go there.
Maybe two.
Right, maybe two. Maybe 2 seconds, maybe point. So you didn't even see it happen. I did see it twice already, but. But I'm sorry to interrupt you. You were saying the corrections and the rough upbringing, and then I don't remember exactly what you said after that.
Well, there was, in corrections, you see a lot of things. You see a lot of different walks of life, a lot of different experiences and cultures, and, a lot of them go through some things too, and are just looking for the right resource to help them get in the right direction. So
Right.
for me, that really touched me, and I've always wanted to help people, so I went,
Right.
like I said, and got my education. I am working still towards more education, just so I can help them in a different way. And, just be able to give back every day. That's all I've ever wanted.
Right. That's awesome. Oh my God, you just touched my heart. And like I think sometimes I'm a good person, but when I listen to you, I'm like, I strive to be like people. We need more people like that in this world. We really, really
I
do.
was just getting ready to say that. Yes.
You know, so especially since they say when you have a tough upbringing, it always ends up being a life full of being a criminal, and it's not the case. I taught you if it wasn't for those things that happened to you, I'm guessing you probably wouldn't have had the outlook, right?
No, I definitely wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't even paid attention as much as I do now.
Right.
Having that rough upbringing, I was homeless at 14, so I did make some decisions and go through some things. But it took me going through that to finally realize, like, hey, you got to get it together. You got to get out here and do better, and that's what I try to do better.
Right. You're doing amazing.
You are. Oh my God, I just not tearing up here. I gotta maintain my manhood, what little bit I have left. But, and you said you had kids. If you want to shout them out, say hello.
I do have kids. I have 2 kids. I have a beautiful daughter named Alexis. She's 18, and a wonderful, handsome son who's very sweet. His name is Derek Jr. And
well, they got to be great kids. They got to be great kids.
They are really good kids. I'm very, very proud of them.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, so another great thing, which I actually learned today, which is just the stacking up the list of amazing things about Jessica today. The book.
Yeah.
You have a book. Another. Oh my God! I'm like, what? You wrote a book too? Come on, tell us about this book. I gotta hear about it.
So I have a book. It's briefly. It does state a lot about my life. Not as much as I wanted it to, but it is called. It's an acronym. It says SHH, like SHHH.
Yeah.
So it talks about being sad and going through hurt, and then really having to find my way and humble myself, so that way I can, share my story and try to inspire other people to let you know, like, hey. We can go through things, but other people go through things as well. And every time you're down, just in some ways it's a little bit harsh to say, but someone somewhere has it worse than you.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Keeping that in the back of your mind and really working to give people better. Just the simplest things, a text message saying, hey, I hope you have a good day. That could really go a long way in someone's day.
That's I think I've said that in a previous video. Just reach out to your loved ones, especially in the world that we live in today, and there's a lot of negativity. With just COVID. There's a lot of different things. I know that's been an excuse lately, but there's a lot of things that you just need that kind of a light in the world. You really do.
You do.
So definitely, I'm gonna buy the book as soon as I can. You can purchase it online. It's on. You can get it from.
You can get it from Walmart.com, Amazon.com, Balboa Press, and Barnes and Nobles. It's all online.
That's everywhere. So you can buy it. Yeah, it's everywhere. Yeah, it's great. And it's
very inexpensive. I actually tried to do the book for $1, but the publishing company.
They were like, no, I mean, we're not going to make anything, and we're going to.
But it was just a way for me to express my story and let people know, like, hey, you're not alone, and we can get through this.
That's amazing. That is so amazing.
I cannot. I'm like,
everybody needs that little.
And I'm like, I need to have my first guest. I need to have him very soon because I'm getting deeper into it. And I just perfect guy. It's like, bam, here's an amazing person that you could learn from and you could really put on your show and touch people's lives.
Yeah.
So definitely go check out that book. I know as soon as we're done here, I'm going to be ordering it. And then also, the main part of this video was to really, see if we can connect with people that could help Jessica's situation with where she's working at now. And help these disabled people, these homeless people that battle substance abuses, and there's all different types of things. Get off the streets. Maybe we can find some housing, donate some money, whatever we can do just to help these people.
And
because
the thing, like she said, the man with the slippers, so happy about his pair of slippers.
Yeah, I mean, it's the simplest things. I mean, he said to me that he just wanted his benefits back and his income back so he could buy a sweater and some jogging pants, and it just like,
oh my God.
I wanted to find it motivated me to find ways to really help this man. It's just the sweetest guy. I'm so happy. The first time I seen him smile, it just brightened up my day.
Just the little things, little things that's like the biggest thing I cannot stress enough. The littlest things make the biggest impacts on people. Especially people who go through so much hardship like that. So, I mean, so if there's anybody out there that has any advice, anything that we can do, any way that we can benefit Jessica and your company, I don't know, or your, what's the name?
Connor Creek Life Solutions. Really, really enjoy being there. Really happy that they allowed me into, their family and they've treated me really well. So
that's amazing.
I'm glad to have this opportunity.
Okay, so it was Connor Creek Life Solutions.
Yes,
okay, so maybe I know I'm on a couple different committees. Maybe when I get on there, we could like I mentioned to you, we could mention this because how we throw all that money into a pit and then we divide it. Maybe if we can't necessarily help with housing, we could always donate money that could we could give to them and anything that we can do really just to help these people because they need it. I know winter's it wasn't that bad of a winter, but any time in the cold's bad. I mean, we're not in Florida or California, so it's rough out there and. So I really, really appreciate you having that. Is there anything else you want to say? Anything else at all?
No, just, I mean, in any way, if I can help anybody, even outside of the company, I'm more than willing to. So
Right.
whatever we can do to help each other is the best way to be, I think. And especially in times right now.
I love that. She
seriously,
said, you know, however I can help you, and I said, you know what? No, let's keep with this energy. I love it. However I can help you, and then we just keep doing that. It's the kind of people you want to have in your circle, and you can just tell she's fighting. Not even for herself in any way that I've heard at all. One time that you've mentioned to me,
No.
It's everybody else, and genuine too. You know, a lot of people are always out for something, and she's absolutely not. So, guys, wonderful book. Let's help these homeless people get off the streets. And again, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
anytime.
a great time, and I hope we stay in touch, and we absolutely will.
We will, yeah.
And I'm also going to add her book to the description so you guys can see it. I'm going to throw it on the video for when we were talking about it briefly. I'm still new at the editing thing, so we'll get it in there. You guys, you know, if you don't know anybody, you might know somebody who knows somebody, so like, share, comment. You know, this is going to be on my Facebook page, my YouTube channel. She's going to share it. Hopefully your company sees it and everybody else gets involved. And that's all I got for you guys today. As always, and I say this every episode, I think you're gonna like this. It costs $0.00 to be a decent human being in this world. Do something nice, send a text message to a loved one, and we will see you guys on the next episode!